Hi guys, Miss Brown here for another Feel Good Friday. This is the second to last one. School is almost over, so I will make one next week, next Friday, and then we will say goodbye until we meet again. I cannot wait. I am going to read you a story today about Humpty Dumpty. Most of you know about that. It's called After the Fall. So we all know, right, that story about Humpty Dumpty, how he took a good fall, right? But this story tells about how Humpty Dumpty got back up again. So something called perseverance, right? And not quitting. Super important in life. My name is Humpty Dumpty. This was my favorite spot. High up on the wall. I know it's an odd place for an egg to be, but I loved being close to the birds. Then one day I fell. I'm sort of famous for that part. Folks called it the Great Fall, which sounds a little grand. It was just an accident, but it changed my life. Fortunately, all the king's men managed to put me back together. Oh, see him? He's cracked and put back together. That's Kings County Hospital there. Well, most of me was put back together. There were some parts that couldn't be healed with bandages and glue. After that day, I became afraid of heights. I was so scared that it kept me from enjoying some of my favorite things. Show you the illustrations here. I walked past the wall every day, and I would think about climbing that ladder again. I really missed the birds and being high above the city, but I could never do it because I knew that accidents can happen. Look at the cute birds up there. I eventually settled for watching the birds from the ground. It wasn't the same, but it was better than nothing. Then one day, an idea flew by. Making planes was harder than I thought. It was easy to get cuts and scratches. Oh, he's got a paper cut. He's trying to make a paper airplane. But day after day, I kept trying and trying. Until I got it just right. Ooh. My plane was perfect, and it flew like nothing could stop it. I hadn't felt that happy in a long time. It wasn't the same as being up in the sky with the birds, but it was close enough. Unfortunately, accidents happen. They always do. I almost walked away again, but then I thought about it all the time I'd spent working on my plane and all the other things I'd missed. I decided I was going to climb that wall. But the higher I got, the more nervous I felt. I didn't want to admit it, but I was terrified. I didn't look up. I didn't look down. I just kept climbing one step at a time. Until I was no longer afraid. Maybe now you won't think of me as that egg who was famous for falling. Hopefully you'll remember me as the egg who got back up. Look how happy he looks. There's the bird. And learned how to fly. How cool is that? The end. I think it's a great story about not giving up, overcoming your fears when you're scared of things, perseverance, And sometimes when we are strong and brave and have perseverance to do these things, we learn that we can do even more amazing things, like fly. See you next week, guys.